How will you know when you found the one? That's a great question, and we'll get into that in a moment. Hi there, I'm Julie Turner, julieturner.ca. All right, so how will you know when you found the one? That is a really great question, and it's a very valuable question. And I want to remind you that as I go through this, if something resonates with you, if something impacts you and you think that this is valuable information, I'd be very grateful if you would share it, like it, comment on it. That would be brilliant. Thank you so much. Now, as for the topic at hand, how do you know when you found the one? Well, it's actually a choice. That's right. You actually have to choose the one. And I know that sounds really, really simple and like that gave me nothing whatsoever. There are different pieces of the puzzle, but at the end of the day, you actually have to make a choice. So to begin with, you have to be attracted to somebody. Something has to attract you, whether it's their overall being, whether it's their energy, whether it's simply their looks, whatever the case may be. You're not going to take step one if you're not attracted to this person. So of course, that has to be part of the puzzle. But I'm sure that we can all be arguably attracted to a lot of different people. So that's not going to differentiate who we choose to be with. And we can also be attracted to a lot of people that are not necessarily good for us, good to have in our lives for one reason or another. Maybe they live in a vastly different place and neither one of you can move. Maybe their background is so different and it's just going to be really difficult to assimilate and be compatible. Whatever the case may be, we can be attracted to a lot of people. So then, here's something really, really interesting. Yes, we want to have similar values, but honestly, I actually think it takes time to figure out what the other person's values are. Even if we have done our value propositions and we have our little list of values, as I say, often we don't actually know what we value until somebody steps on it. I think the last year and a bit can tell us that one. So we don't realize how much we value certain things until somebody tries to take them away or until somebody doesn't participate in them with us. So that's something that may take time. But here's something that you can do. Here's a list that most often we do not make. And I'll share a little bit of my list with you. And that list is, what do I want to give to this relationship? Like, what do I have in me that I am waiting to provide for another person, that I can't wait to share with another person? And that will actually allow you to understand who the right person is or who potential right people are. So what this could look like is possibly you love to cook. I really like to feed people. I do. I'm not saying I'm a gourmet chef, but I actually really like to feed people. It makes me feel good when I can do that for someone. So my partner should be somebody who likes to eat. Most people do, but who maybe doesn't really love cooking. You know, that they're capable, but maybe they don't love it like I do. Because if you have two people that love to cook, arguably you can say that you cook together, and some of you can. But for me, I'm like out in my kitchen, I want to cook for you, right? So that's something that I love doing. And I'm happy to have somebody talk to me and watch and even like help, open a jar here and there. But anyways, this is not about me. It's just an analogy. So if that's something that you love, make sure that the person that you're interested in wants to receive what you want to give. That's actually really, really important. Another thing is maybe you really love to celebrate, have a big event. You really want to provide this atmosphere at Christmas or at birthdays or whatever, that like, oh my goodness, this person's gonna feel like they're so special that it's their birthday. Don't pick a partner that hates their birthday, that does not want their birthday acknowledged. That's going to harm the relationship eventually. I know it sounds small, but literally, if you know what it is that you want to provide, you can pick a better partner. All right, now what do I mean by choosing a partner in the first place? So there's 7,800,000,000 people out there, and traditionally, we have more than one option. There's lots of options out there, and we tend to go with the person that makes our heart all aflutter. And if that person that makes your heart all aflutter has very disconnected wants and needs from what you want to provide, it's not going to really last long term. And maybe we aren't looking for long term. Not everybody's looking for long term. But if you are looking for a long term committed relationship, it makes sense to pick somebody that maybe isn't like the biggest like you're not like head over heels attracted to this person, but you're like, I am like so excited to see this person. I'm so comfortable. I hesitated to use the word comfortable because that's taken in a negative, it's taken negatively sometimes. Like, you shouldn't be comfortable. No, you should. You actually should feel really good around this person. You should not feel judged by this person. You should feel completely understood by this person. That is a long-term partner. If you want to have a fling, none of that really matters. Just be attracted. Chemistry, yay, go with chemistry. But I'm talking to people that want to get into a relationship. I'm talking to people that want to have something long-term. It doesn't have to, your relationship can look however you want it to. I'm not talking about necessarily marriage or even necessarily living together. I'm talking about long-term compatibility, connection, and actually wanting to provide for that person something. We all have needs. So yes, you want to find out what that person needs. And even if it's something that maybe you don't traditionally like love to provide, maybe you haven't even thought about it before. I'm not saying that you can't like stretch and grow. We absolutely should do that. But if there's things that you've been waiting what seems like a lifetime to give, then choose a partner who wants that. And you have to continue to choose them. The right partner for you is somebody that you can have an argument with and still choose them. You're not going to go, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I did this, because there's nothing else connects us. So at this point, when you're into this stage where you may or may not have an argument with your partner, you probably know a few of their values, and that's maybe what you're arguing about. So it's important that your values match up in general. Your morals should absolutely match up, but your values, but again, that's not something that we necessarily can find out in a first date, because I'm not saying people are going to lie to you, but often we simply don't know what our true values are until they get stepped on. So how do you know who the right person for you is? You choose the right person. You choose them that day, and then you continue to choose them. And you don't allow things to get in the way. And what I mean by things are other people that come in and you're like, oh, maybe I'd have a better life with them. Maybe I'd be more attracted to them. Maybe this would be better. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, and you're going to have to choose over and over again that person because of what the connection is between you, and of simply the fact that you've chosen to grow and learn this person. That's a really beautiful thing, to actually want to be curious about another person, curious enough to go the distance, curious enough to, put that time and energy into it. I'm not saying that things can't happen in an instant, because there's lots of magic out there. There really is. And there's lots of miracles out there. But also understand that we do choose the life that we have. And part of that is choosing the people around us. All right. If you need any support with any of these things, if you need clarity, julieturner.ca. I would love to hear from you. And again, please like, share, subscribe, whatever's applicable to whatever platform you're seeing this video on. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day.